Congratulations, your last easy day was yesterday. Why do I say congratulations? Because you're a man, and that's why you're here. You're a man with a sense of duty and a sense of honor that your ex-wife doesn't have. And congratulations, because you're about to find out what you're truly made of. Congratulations, because you're about to find out the man you really are. Congratulations, you are now having an opportunity to show your kids just how worthy and valuable and loved they are. And we're gonna get through it. I'm in a lot of men's groups on social media, and I'm hearing what they have to say. Fathers, some of you have nightmare stories. I talked to a guy whose wife took his kid and moved to Alaska and didn't tell him. It took him a year to find her. Count your blessings, boys. Some of us are fighting bigger battles than others. And God bless that guy, because he's fighting it all the same. Coincidentally, we're in phase 2 of bulking season. Phase 1, the first 8 weeks, I think for me it was 9 weeks, was where we focus on a bulk of a body part: chest, back, shoulders, arms, legs, blah, blah, blah. Phase 2 of bulking season, and my bulking season is going to go till about March. Phase 2 is going to be your classic push-pull, where we're not focusing on a body part, we're focusing on push workouts and pull workouts. My last workout was, what did I do? I was doing back, which is basically all pull. So we're doing push today. Appropriate, because you're about to push through the hardest days of your life. But guess what? That means you are one day closer every day to getting through it, healing, teaching your kids how much their father loves them, and teaching that woman that she's not only on the wrong path, but she's on a path that's going nowhere. Don't be fooled. So we're gonna do classic push. Let's start, and then we'll get into it. You're gonna be doing a lot of pushing. And maybe with some legs if you're lucky. We're gonna start with an incline press. I'm not a big fan of flat bench workouts. Not a big fan because I just don't like them. You want to develop more of your upper chest. This part, get more of that nice like superhero look physique. That's a good move. So I don't have a lot of shoulder issues, but a lot of guys do. And the dumbbells are better because you can tweak, you can adjust, you can move, you can flow. You can tweak your elbows down a little, tweak your wrists, whatever doesn't, if you're having pain in your shoulders, maybe you shouldn't be doing this stuff. But that's why I like dumbbells personally. Let's knock out a set of dumbbells. Incline dumbbell press. So I got the bench at about a 45-degree angle. You're gonna arch your back, you're gonna roll your shoulders back, get your shoulder blades nice and firm. Put your feet firmly planted on the floor. Let your chest do the work, drop your shoulders, elbows down. Boom. Wrap it out. Yeah, buddy. You're gonna be doing a lot of pushing these days, boys. You got a lot to prove to yourself, and that's an opportunity. You're a man. You don't need an easy life. You need a satisfying life. You need a challenge. You need to build something. You need a legacy. And your legacy is gonna be your kids. One of the ways a woman is gonna use your kids against you is by trying to poison them. Your dad this, and your dad this, and he doesn't do this, and he doesn't do that. She's gonna talk all the smack in the world that she can. Because that's all she has. That's all she is. The good news is, that's not all you are. You're a lot more than that. You're a man. And while your wife, Lord knows my ex-wife does it, she's still doing it to this day. I've been a single dad for 7 years, actually, a little more than that. We got separated right before my daughter's 2nd birthday, and we've been going through it. And I had all the fears that you have right now. I had all the challenges, all the anxieties, all the fears, all the sleepless nights that living through the nightmare is gonna give you. All I wanted, my dream in life since I was 25 years old, was to be a dad. A good dad. Because I realized that's the only good legacy you have. It's the only path worth walking. It's the only legacy. You don't take anything with you but your soul. And your children love you. They want to love you. You know that statistically, research has shown that a child who's raised by a mother has all the issues you would anticipate. Bad in school, bad in life, trouble focusing, crime, teen pregnancy. But did you know that a child raised by just a father has all the benefits and the healthy adjustment of a child that's born with a mother and a father? That is true. Men, we're important. We're so important. Society needs us, and whether they realize it or not, they really need us. More importantly, never mind society, your child needs you. So we're going to talk about how do you overcome the garbage your wife is feeding your child. Let's talk about that while we get this next set in. Boom. Let's go, boys. Rep it out. Remember, you're just using your chest muscles. Yes, you're using your arms, you're using your joints, but you want to flex that chest through the motion. Shoulders down. Squeeze at the top. I'm going to rep it out. Okay, so this ex-wife of yours, this nasty ex-wife, right now, early on in the process, she thinks she's doing a thing. She thinks she's got it all figured out. She's going to take your kid, she's going to take your money. That's what my ex-wife used to tell me. I'm going to take your kid, I'm going to take your business, I'm going to take your mama. Well, she's a fool, and guess what fools get? Whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing. She'll figure that out over time. And so will you. And so will your kids. I know a lot of guys don't know what to do after separation and after divorce. I'm going to lower this. A lot of you guys don't know what to do. The dynamic you had in your home and your life with your kids and your family is gone now. And you have zero preparation or practice knowing what to do as a single dad. Well, that's okay. You're about to jump in. That's why I like the expression, burn the boats. Where's my water? Dear Lord. I like the expression, burn the boats. You have no choice. Like Columbus in the New Land, you burn the boats and you go forth. She's going to do everything she can to prove to her kids and your kids that you are a piece of garbage. She's going to poison them. They're going to tell you that your dad cheated, your dad didn't love me, your dad was this, that, and the other thing. Don't worry about it. Let her yap. Let her yap a lot. You're going to show up every day and you're going to show your kids how much you love them. You're going to be there for every school day. You're going to be there at pickups and drop-offs, even on the day she's with her mom. I would show up at her school in the morning to tell her I love her, to give her a quick hug and a quick kiss, tell her your daddy loves you. I'd show up at school pickup, even on mom's days, to tell you that I love you, your daddy loves you. You hammer that home every day, and you don't just say it, you show up. You're at every school performance, you're at dance class. You do everything you can and you make it work to show them. So there's no doubt in their mind. Kids are not stupid. They're not dumb. They're gonna love their mom, because kids love their moms and kids love their dads. You're gonna show up to every practice, to every event, and you're gonna be there. You're gonna do what I did. You're gonna get them ready for their dance recitals, you're gonna get their outfits ready, and you're gonna be there 100%. You are gonna be the rock that that woman cannot be. And your child is going to see you and judge you by your substance. Like the good book says, you will know a tree by the fruit it bears, and so will your children. They will see the chaos. They will see the dysregulation. They will see the emotional blow-ups of their mother as time wreaks havoc on them, because the life is not going to work out for most of these women like they think it is. And you have to be the rock. You have to be there to catch them. And as the years go on, the things their mother tells them is going to hold no weight. It's going to hold no water. Because they're going to see you for the dad they are. Let's get this last set in and we'll go on. Whew. I'm repping it out. I'm not counting. Boys, you want to count? Go ahead. But do the incline press. Do this workout. Grab your dumbbells. Do a weight you like. I'm doing 30s today because I'm in a repping out mood. You know, when I'm talking, hard to focus on other stuff. I'm in a rep out mood. Let's push, and then we're gonna move on to another push. So, like I said, I see a lot of guys and they're bouncing their feet around when they're doing their chest. Pushes, presses. Don't. Your power comes from your feet. Get those feet planted firmly. You ever watch the power lifters? Those guys that have their pelvis all the way in the air while they're pushing these barbells and dumbbells? It's because their feet are flat on the ground. Your power comes from your feet. All right, get in position, shoulders down. Roll your shoulders back and create that gap between the bench and your lower back. Feel it in your muscles. Close your eyes. Mind muscle connection. Let's go. Let's go. Push, push, push. Push every day. Push for yourself. Push for your kids. You have honor. You have duty. You have a sense of honor that she doesn't have. And that's going to give you the moral high ground so that when the day comes, when you've healed and you've gone through this cycle of pain and turbulence, you've gone through the days where you're flat on your face, you've gone through the nights like I went through where the anxiety was so tremendous after custody battles that not only could you not sleep, I would wake up with shooting pains in my arms and my wrists and numb because I've never known stress or anxiety like this. I believe in transparency. I'm going to tell you a story. Vulnerability is strength, boys. When my daughter was about 4 years old, she started drawing these drawings of very scary faces, scary drawings. And this was a young girl who would typically draw rainbows, butterflies, puppy dogs, pretty things, pretty beautiful things you would expect a 4-year-old girl to draw. She had a great little art area in our kitchen. And I put her artwork up on the walls. Everything she did, I put all over the wall. I was a bachelor, I had my own place, I could do whatever I wanted. I put her artwork up on the walls. And one day, guys, you gotta be emotionally in touch with your kids. Your little girls, your little boys. You have to be emotionally in touch with them. They're relying on you. They look to you for protection. They look to you for love. They look to you for all the things that we as a father are here to provide. Security, validation, healthy validation, especially if you have a girl. And I noticed this, and I found out, because I asked her about it, honey, what's this all about? And long story short, we found out, she told me that the drawings were of her mom, because her mom was being verbally and emotionally abusive to her. So much so that my little 4-year-old girl, who only knew how to reach out by drawing, 4 years old, she don't know. She can't run away, she can't fight, she's 4 years old. So she was making these drawings as a cry for help. And this broke my heart. My dream was to give this girl everything I didn't have. I grew up in a house, a divorced home. I had no intention of letting my child grow up in a divorced home. There's element and creatine in my water today, guys. Drink, drink, drink. And I got a Zen in my upper lip. Let's go. So I found out that there was emotional abuse going on at her mom's. Do you think I let that stand? Boys, don't let anything stand. Boys, don't let anything stand. Do you think for 1 second I was okay with that? No. I did my due diligence. I picked up the phone and I called my ex-wife, and she does what she has always done every day from our separation till today and before. She denied it. Women hate accountability. They love being held, just not accountable. She denied it, she screamed, she yelled, she hung the phone up on us. And I didn't let my little girl go back. And I got a lawyer, and I had to borrow money from my parents because I had already tapped out from the divorce and the initial divorce expenses. You think I had money for more? I did not. I borrowed money from my parents, and we went back to court. And as I fought her and CPS got involved, how do you think that made me feel? It destroyed me. But that's okay. We'll deal with that later. My job is to show up for my kid, and so I did, and that's what I expect you to do too. And guess what my ex-wife did? Guess how she responded? She responded by trying to take my daughter away from me, saying that I was being abusive and lying, filling my daughter's head with lies. It all worked out by the grace of God, boys. It's all gonna work out, but you have to have the moral high ground. By the grace of God, it all worked out. Talk to your kids, build them up. I'm gonna do a little heavier. Those were 30 pounds, and I was repping out good reps. That was like 3 sets, right? But I'm feeling good, I'm feeling pumped. Let's get a little more in. I'm gonna grab those weights. Let's see, that was 30. Let's juice it up to 40. Pump out a few more. Whew. Yeah. And then we're gonna move on to some shoulder presses, and we're just gonna push. Push day. It's exactly what it sounds like. You're pushing stuff. You're pushing it over your head. You're pushing it in front of your chest. Let's go. Power comes from the floor. Roll those shoulders and those shoulder blades. Whew. Arch your back so there's a space. Shoulders down. Let's go. Get strong, boys. Every day you're one day closer. You're one day closer to the woman you want. You're one day closer to your kids seeing that nasty ex-wife for who they are. And you're one day closer to seeing that nasty ex-wife suffering. You don't need to take revenge, boys. That's the Lord's job. It's your job to live your best life. Great googa mooga. I'm feeling it. So, another thing I'm seeing is that ex-wives are alienating their kids. My wife to this day, 7 years later, still won't let my daughter pick up the phone and call me if she's at her house. Does that hurt? Yeah. Is it frustrating? Yeah, but guys, we're playing the long game here. It's gonna hurt in the short term. Is it perfect? No, but what is? Was this the family dream I had since I was 25? No. This is the exact opposite of that. Now, I'm blessed to have my daughter 4 nights a week, by the grace of God, and I realize some of you fellas don't have that. You're in a different situation. But don't you ever give up. I think a lot of guys just don't know what to do after the divorce. I'll tell you, you just don't give up. You stay there for your kids. They need dad more than they need mom. Mommy's their mommy, so they love them compulsively, impulsively. But dad is the bigger one they're looking to, and they need someone in their life with wisdom, with strength, someone teaching them, guiding them, loving them in a way that that woman can't do. I guarantee you, that woman is chaos, and her home is chaos. And if she wasn't, you wouldn't be on my channel right now, because you wouldn't be dealing with any of this. Phew. You stay present. There's 2 different types of men in this world. People in general, but I'm talking to you boys. And ladies, if you're watching, welcome. There's victims who think, poor me, my wife this, my wife that, life gave me this, life gave me that. Yeah, life gives us all a bunch of things. Is it fair? No, but what is? Get used to it. You're a man. You're a man. And you're gonna have a great story to tell one day. Be proud of yourself. In your heart, be proud of yourself. Don't give up. Stay present. You're a weekend dad, you're a Zoom dad, fight, fight, fight. Sell your junk, borrow money, max out credit cards, show up to court. I live in California. And I had a woman crying in court. And boys, if you haven't learned by now, if she's crying, she's lying. I did it all. I went to court for years and years and years. The dark shadow of court hung over me for years. Every few months, there was another court date coming, and it was hell on earth. But the greater hell would be giving up on your kids. The greater hell is a child who does not have your influence in their life. Amen and amen. Come on now. What are we doing for shoulder press? Oh, fun you fast. Let's prep this bad boy up. Pop it up. Bring it along. Woo! We're going to do a classic military shoulder. Well, I mean, they call it I don't know. It's a shoulder press. It's a dumbbell press, guys. Come on, guys. Don't be splitting hairs with me here. Be proud of yourself for being there. Let's keep going. Let's see. Let's start with 25. Let's see how that treats us. Get these weights out of here. Start with 25. I'm going to alternate. When you're doing chest work, your front delts are getting worked too. So you're getting, this is like mostly going to be chest and delt work when you're pressing. And that's a good thing. So it makes you look good, it makes you feel good, it makes you look strong, it makes you feel strong. The ladies like it. I mean, you should be dating, guys. I mean, my goodness. You should be dating. Get in there, get on those apps, meet some ladies, go to your church, ask some of your friends to hook you up. Let's move this a little closer and we'll move it down. You should be dating. Women are fun. And the nice thing is about dating, you don't have to marry them, you don't have to go home with them. You can kick them out of the car you want and go home, play your PlayStation, have a good life. You no longer have to be the pushover. You don't have to walk on eggshells. You decide what you're going to accept. And you don't have to go home with these people anymore. I mean, yeah, divorce and single life is hard, but it's not all hard. You get to do you now. And in the hardest parts, when I was having to heal and I was really going through a painful part of my life, I didn't know what to do. Everything sucked, and then one day I'm like, I don't know what to do, I do whatever I want. I bought Ghostbuster toys. I bought an Xbox. I put my bitchin' big screen TV right in the bedroom. I put my amplifiers right there in the bedroom. I put my guitars right there in the bedroom. I made my life as awesome as I wanted it to be. And who could stop me? What were they gonna do? What were they gonna say? Who's gonna stop you? Your ex-wife? Wah, wah. No. By the way, when you start to do you, you're one step closer to figuring out how to reframe the game. And I'm writing a reframe the game video right now, because you're out of an old relationship and now you get to do the relationship you want, the way you want. And the best way that is you decide, you articulate to yourself, what kind of life do I want? What's I want it to look like? And when a woman shows up, if she has any issue with it, bye-bye, adios, muchacha. All right, so let's knock out some 25 military prices. I'm getting distracted with all this wisdom. All right. Whew. You can do these standing up if you want to. I feel like using the bench today because my legs are exhausted. I worked my butt off. I did a marathon 20-mile day at Disneyland with my daughter. And my legs are friggin' tired. I'm walking up hills. I'm working in construction. My legs are exhausted. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna move this closer. I'm gonna lower this a little bit. Okay. Let's do it, guys. 25 pounders, push day. Shoulder press, dumbbell shoulder press. You can do barbell if you want to. I like the dumbbells. I mean, I like a military press with a barbell too. All right, you want your shoulder, push your elbows out in front of you a little more. You're gonna find that's good. Look at my hands. See how my pinkies are at? You should be able to hold it and grip it with your pinkies out. You want nice delts? You want nice delts. Girls love a good nice delt. And guys, we're not doing this for them. We're doing this for us. Find that muscle connection, the mind muscle connection where you just feel it, where you want it. 25 is a good weight right now. I'll bump it up at the end. Whew. But yeah, you should be feeling this delt right here. That's where you want to be doing your lift run. All right. So we've gone through a few things. Don't let that woman be the only narrative in your kid's voice, in your kid's head. She can't be the only voice they're hearing. And I'm a girl dad. You have a different responsibility as a girl dad because you're teaching them how to be validated by a man in a healthy way, in an ethical and a moral way. This channel is not for garbage men. That's why you're here. This channel is for good men who want to do right by their kids. Have you ever known a woman whose dad wasn't in her life? Enough said. And if you haven't, let me tell you what it's like. They become addicts. They give themselves to any man who looks at them. My daughter has a 9-year-old friend. God bless her, we love her. Whose dad may or may not be in prison. And at 9 years old in the 4th grade, my daughter's little friend is not only in love with a boy, but if my daughter wants to play tag or do anything with her, She's asking another 9-year-old boy if it's okay. Because there is no man showing up for her in her life the right way. Fellas, girl dads, it is our job to teach them their worth. Because even though my daughter wants to marry me right now, one day she's gonna want to marry a guy. Am I listening on? What are we doing here? One day she's gonna want to marry another guy. And you better have shown her, Rihanna, you better have shown her what a real man is like, what real love is like. Let me turn this on. Because I don't think my mic was on, but hopefully you're still hearing me. You better have shown her her worth and her value. I've told my daughter every day of her life, and now she recites it back. I tell her, I look her right in the eye and I say, you are worthy and valuable, and your daddy loves you. And I have her repeat it back. She knows her dad would never do anything to hurt her. She knows her dad would never do anything to hurt her soul, her spirit, her body, that her dad is only there to protect her, to love her, to provide for her. Boys, we treat them like a princess, but we don't raise a princess. We have a lot of responsibility, dads. Don't let that woman be the only voice in your kid's head. Let's rep out some more. Oh, great, googa mooga. Let's rep out some more. Whew. Press your back up against that pad. Let's go. Just rep it. You'll only overcome that woman's attempts to poison your child against you by being there in their life. So don't give up. And even if you don't know what to do, just get started. Just be there. Do any little special thing you can for your kid that makes them feel special. There were times I would pick my daughter up and she would be hurting emotionally from whatever was going on at her mom's house when she was little, 3, 4 years old. And I'd see it right on her face. Guys, learn to be in touch with your kids. And I'd say, what do you need, honey? You need a hug? Boys, there were times I pulled over on the side of the road, put the hazard lights on my truck, got out, took her out of her car seat, held her, hugged her. Give her that good daddy love, you know? My dad passed away when I was only 12 years old. But he got so much good fathering into me by 12 that to this day I don't doubt for 1 second how much he loved me and how important I was to him. And you're going to do that for your kids. I know you are. I'm here to encourage you, and I'm here to support you in it. This is our calling. This is our duty as fathers for our babies. Don't stop, boys. Don't you ever stop. Whatever it takes. Don't let that woman take custody. You got to move states, move states. You got to move a state and work 2 jobs, move a state and work 2 jobs. You don't have anything better to do, I promise. This is your legacy. You'll lay on your deathbed one day proud you did it. And you'll send your child out into the world knowing how much their dad loved them. And isn't that the greatest thing we can do for them? Just let them know how much their father loves them. It's a great thing. It's a great thing. Now, I'm self-employed. And that's been a blessing. I know we don't all have the ability to make our schedule to fit around our kids' lives and our kids' events. But if you can, do it. Do whatever you can. Be involved. Guys, now, my ex-wife was a bit of a deadbeat. She's come around a little more now, but I've done every parent-teacher conference. I mean, all that stuff. If you have a support system, you got a grandma and grandpa, great.
Utilize them. Give your child as much stability in their life after divorce as they can. You are the father. You are the rock. The mother is supposed to be a soft place. And whether they are or not, whether you can give them a good mother, that's beyond your control. You can give them a good father. That is well within your control. Get their school schedule. They got a game, they got a cheer thing, they got a dance class, they got a practice. You work your vacation schedule around that. Guys, there's nothing more important. These childhood years are over quick. They go fast. It won't last forever, you know. And if you're a single dad, you know. Guys, I'm up every morning. I'm making breakfast and lunch for that kid. My kid has never been with me and had to go to school and buy lunch. Is it a pain in the butt? A little bit. But it's an opportunity, and they get to see Dad loves me. He packs me nutritious lunch. He's tired, but he's up. He's feeding me. He's thoughtfully nurturing me, body, mind, and soul. Whew. Come on, man. Let's go. Last set of shoulder press with a dumbbell, and then I'm gonna do a heavier set to finish out with, and I might just wrap it up. Let's go. Point those shoulders. Point those elbows out. Drop your shoulders. Feel your delts, and push up with them. Let's go. Rep it. Rep it. Holy jeez. Don't let that woman win, fellas. Because if she wins, your kid loses. And I don't care what it takes. There were women I dumped because they weren't going to be good for my kid. They might have been beautiful, they might have been sexy, they might have been a lot of things. But don't ever let your kids be second. There cannot be a moment of your child's life where they feel like they're number two to anything or anyone in your life. That's how you keep them sound and whole through the trauma of divorce, the trauma of separation, the trauma of going between two homes. That's how you keep them whole in this process. They can never think for a second that they're second to anyone or anything. And you know what to do. You're not stupid. You know how to show up for your kids in that way. And I expect you to do it, and they do too. And you do it by showing up for yourself too, by getting in the gym, by eating right, by taking care of yourself, by being healthy. Are you drinking yourself to death to numb the crap you're going through? Stop it. You know, I smoked a ton of weed, a ton of weed to get me through it. And I only recently quit. It's been a month off. And I needed it. In retrospect, I wish I hadn't. But be there, be present. You know, if something's holding you back, cut it out. You know, it didn't hold me back, but it was absolutely a coping mechanism for the stuff I was going through. And as we grow and we mature in this process, you know, you can let it go. And if you have questions about how I did it, what inspired me, what I used to stop, you know, leave a comment, like, subscribe, leave a comment. All right. Let's see, I'm gonna grab the 35s and rep out a couple more. Whew. Whew. Let's go. Elbows pointed out, shoulders down. I'm gonna tell you about a buddy of mine, a good man. I've known him since he was 18 years old and he was starting a family. with a woman who already had a kid that wasn't his. And if you're watching this, you're awesome, bro. I respect you, I love you, and I can't wait to have you on the channel. For the sake of privacy, let's just call him Rashua. Rashua was a young man, but he was stoked. He was a hard-working man. He had a good work ethic, a great attitude, a good sense of humor, and a heart and a passion for his kids. And they were expecting their own kids. Like I said, she already had some from another guy. She was already some other dude's baby mama. And this guy raised them with all his heart and all his soul. And we've stayed friends all these years. My God, I was late 20s when I met him, so like at least 15 years I've known this guy. And I was just getting ready to start my business. He was starting his family. And he's younger than me, but we just hit it off. Good attitude, good dude. Well, flash forward to years later, she decided she wanted to go party and be a degenerate. And she left the girls and she left him. And this guy sacked up like nobody has sacked up. And he had to move back in with his parents. But he raised those girls and he's still doing it all by himself. That's the level of honor and commitment and duty you have in you. And if you don't, I'm telling you right now, find it. Find it and love it. All right, I'm gonna finish this workout out with some single arm presses, or am I? Maybe I do a little more chest. Yeah. Let's do, yeah. Let's do a little more chest like this. We're gonna do a little more chest like this. The close grip. Bad boys. Woo. Again, I don't like flat bench. You wanna flat bench it? I ain't stopping you, but I just don't like them. I like incline. You're gonna hit more of that upper chest for a more developed chest. And the next chest day we'll do like some guillotine presses. Really hits these. These are great, but we'll do one thing at a time today, and we'll kind of stick to some classic movements. Oh, roll those shoulders back. Gap between your lower back. Drop your shoulders. Feel it in your chest. Keep that tension on the chest. You should feel it all the time. Man, that feels good. Yeah, I can't stress enough. You can't let that woman alienate you from your kids. Don't do it. Be there for them every step of the way, every moment of the day. Be there for them. And I'm gonna leave you with that. I'm gonna finish up my workout. Guys, get after it. Get in the gym. You don't have a gym? Go to Big Five and get some dumbbells. Get one of those things you hang in the doorway and do pull-ups and all that stuff. Buy a pair of sneakers. Go for a run. Do handstand push-ups. Buy some of those bands, bro. Anything. Build yourself up, mind, body, and soul. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. God bless you, dads. Don't you give up on those kiddos. Don't you give up. You can't let that woman be the only voice in their head. And over the long term, they're gonna see mom for who she is, and they're gonna see dad for who she is. And all her lies and all her garbage and all her poison will go right down the gutter where it belongs. God bless you, boys. Show up for your future. Alpha Ribbons out. Like and subscribe. Peace.